So just starting up the live stream now. Perfect, done. Hello traders and welcome to the Simple Forex Setup Show. I will be going through 10 currency pairs and looking at entry setups on the 4-hour time frame. So let me share my screen. All right, here we go. So the first currency pair I'm looking at is Gbp Cad, and I'm looking for long. So on the weekly, this is where we are in the weekly. We've been ranging for quite some time. So we're at the bottom of the range and I'm looking for a long from here. Let's have a look on the daily. So on the daily, we had a little bit of a reversal. So I'm happy with that. So now I'm looking for the setup on the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we've had that reversal there. So I'm looking for either the price to come down and reverse again around that horizontal support level, which is at 1.7, around there. That would be my preferred scenario. Otherwise, if the price starts to go up, possibly after it closes above this close, if there is a close above that and keeps going up, then I'll look for the pullback to that level there, and then looking for long after that. So let's see what happens in the next few bars over the next couple of days. And that's the setup that I'm looking for. Long on Gbp Cad. Next currency pair I'm going to look at is Euro USD. Now, Euro USD, I was long, but now the price has closed below that 1.16 level. I'm sort of waiting to see what happens. So on the weekly, we are at the bottom of the range, and I was looking for a reversal around there. However, we now had a couple of closes below and an inside bar. So I am thinking that is a little bit of an indecision, and I'm going to wait a little bit longer to see what happens with the price action on the lower time frames. So on D1, we had it going nicely up, came back down, but we had this price action reversal here, inside bar, and a big bearish engulfing. So I will wait to see what happens with the price now on the 4-hourly as well. So this is what it looks like on the 4-hourly. I was just looking for a pullback, and then I was going to look for long. So I'm still sort of interested, but now that we've got the close just below, I'm thinking I might wait for further confirmation, because if it pulls up a little bit and then it does a big reversal, then I'm going to look for short. So it just depends what happens around this area. So it's between the 1.62 and the other level is the 1.6. So there's a little bit of a that sort of range there that I'm looking to clear out of between those two, if that makes sense. So I'm looking at something around either below or above. So let's see what happens with that. Next currency pair I'm having a look at is Gbp Usd. So on Gbp Usd, I'm looking for a short. On the weekly, we are in that downward channel, and we are at the top of the channel. So at the top of the channel, I'm looking for a short. On the daily time frame, we have had that quite a long-tailed pin bar. So I'm happy with that as a potential, looking at the reversal here. And on the 4-hourly, I'm looking for further confirmation. So if we have the price pull up a little bit, and then we have another reversal, then I would be looking for short then. I'm looking for some reversal just under this top of the channel. So the closer to the channel would be better, but we shall see what happens. If it goes further down, then I would look for the pullback to this area and then looking for short after that. So let's see what happens then. And welcome to the new people that hopped on. Great to have you live with us. Hello, Chris. Hello, Gareth. Lovely for you to join us. Next currency pair I'm going to have a look at is USD Cad. And USD Cad, I'm going to be looking at potentially a short-term long, but really I'm looking for a short overall. So I will show you the high level. I'm looking at the weekly in that downward channel. So preferably I would like to trade short from the top of the channel. Since we're at the bottom here, there might be an opportunity for us to go long if we get a good price set up at the bottom, just for maybe 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So let's have a look. We had on the daily quite a large bullish engulfing. So on the 4-hourly now, what I'm looking for is a either a pullback to the bottom here and then a reversal, or I'm looking for something that closes above this close here, maybe goes further up and then pulls back down to this area here. And then I would be looking for a just a short-term long to somewhere in this area here. Otherwise, if we don't get good price action, I'm quite happy just to wait until the price gets to the top and then looking for short opportunities from there. But that's a you know, a bit further away in terms of time. So the next currency pair I'm having a look at is Euro Jpy. And on Euro Jpy, I'm looking for a short setup. So let's have a look on the weekly. The weekly, we are at that level of resistance. So anywhere there around that area, so around the 1.33, sorry, 133, around the 133 as a round number. So around there. Okay, so on the daily, let's see what's happening there. On the daily, we've had a reversal there. Now I'm looking for sideways action. I always like a little bit of sideways action or pull back to the resistance line again, and then looking for a short opportunity. So let's see what happens there. This sideways movement, it looks quite good. So I would prefer if the price was as close to the top, the previous top there, or to the horizontal as possible. But what looks like we might be having a reversal here if this bar closes below. So that might also pose an opportunity for a short after the close of that bar. So let's see what happens with this. Looking for short on Euro JPY. The next currency pair I'm looking at is USD Jpy. So on USD Jpy, I'm looking for short. So in terms of the weekly, I'm at the top near that horizontal resistance line at 114. On the daily, we had a little bit of a reversal there, back up, which is looking good. So looking for another, let's see, a bit of a pullback. Yep. So would like, this pullback is not too bad. Just prefer a stronger price action. But if it goes further up or just sideways, then I'll be looking for short on this one. So short, otherwise if it goes below, and then looking to go back up and retest underneath that 114 resistance line. Next currency pair I'm looking at is Gbp Jpy, and I'm looking for short. So on the weekly, this is where we're at. We have closed now above that horizontal level at 156. So in terms of the daily, the price action, let's have a look. So we've had a bit of a pullback, and it's now decision point. Is it going to push back up, or is it going to come below and then we're looking for short? So let's see. Thinking because it hasn't been above for a while, I would probably look for the short, but we never know until the price action shows us what's happening. So on the 4 hourly, I'm looking for short. So let's have a look. Yeah, this is not too bad. I would prefer the price to be a little bit higher up, or possibly just another touch at the bottom, come back, and then looking for short. Or if the price goes below that 156, then looking to come back and looking for the retest then. So a couple of options on there. Next currency pair I'm looking at is Euro AUD. And Euro AUD, I'm looking for long. So let's have a look at the weekly. So we've now come down to the bottom of that range where it's been for a number of years. So around the bottom, I'm looking for a reversal and looking for long. So let's have a look. Daily. So daily, okay, we had previously that level at around the bottoms here, which has been broken. So anytime really now, and that 1.535 level, a reversal around there would be good. Now this is not a setup that's coming up. This probably will take a little while. So I'm going to be looking at that probably next week or even later. I don't think that will happen so quickly. So next currency pair I'm looking at is AUD USD. AUD USD, all right. I'm looking for long. I am looking for long, but we are coming up to this level here, which I think might be a level of reversal. So I'm sort of also thinking I need to wait for the price action at that level to see what happens. So on the daily, obviously for the long, I'm waiting for pullback at this stage to see if it comes back to the previous high or to that horizontal level. Let's see. Yeah. So looking for pullback first before going long. If we do have possibly around here or another touch and we have a reversal, then I would be looking to short at that point for a sort of short-term short opportunity. But at the moment, just, yeah, if it comes back down, then looking for long around that level, around those previous highs there. The next currency pair, the last one that I'm going to review, is Euro GBP. And Euro GBP, I'm looking for long. So on the weekly, this is a ranging market. It's been ranging for quite some time between those two levels. So I'm looking for a reversal. I was looking for a reversal around those levels, but that didn't happen. Price dropped below that now. So looking for a reversal around the 0.84. So let's see what happens around here. On the daily, we now have a pin bar, which is great, but looking for something a little bit stronger and a bit more sideways or upward movement before deciding to go long. On the 4-hourly, looks a little bit messy. It's been going sideways, had that little dip. So I'm looking for more price action sideways. If it does go sideways and comes back to this level, then I would be looking for a long opportunity then on a reversal. Otherwise, if it just shoots through, then I'm looking for the pullback to the tops of these levels, and then would be looking for a reversal for a long then. So again, this currency pair, it's not a setup that will be happening anytime soon. This is probably a longer time forecast than the next couple of days. So if you have any questions, please pop them into the chat box. I would be happy to answer. Hi, Helen, welcome. Glad you could join us. Hi, Saren, welcome. All right, if you would like to see the type of trade that I take and any the trade management, then please join my inner circle. You can subscribe and join that Telegram channel. Okay, I have a question. Let me just check the questions. Raj, how did you draw those channels? Manually or with an indicator? Yeah, they're just manual channels. Yep. So I use the channel, this one here, and just do channel lines like that. So those are my channels there. Helen, don't know how to manage the trades. Yeah, I sort of hold on. I stay in quite a long time. And they suddenly go other way. How long to hold on? Yeah, I hold on for usually quite a long time. So it doesn't, the strategy doesn't suit everyone. If you prefer the faster time frames and doing things like reversing a lot quicker, then yeah, I don't have that kind of strategy. You have so little in loss. Well, I always have losses. They're always small, and I try the winning trades usually at least 1 to 2, 1 to 3, so they make up for the losses. Okay, another question from Garrett. What would be the link to subscribe to your channel? Oh yeah, okay, let me share that. Let me just stop that share. Let me just get the link. All right, so that's the link. Thank you for asking. That's the simple FOREX setup in a circle on Telegram. Okay, Ellen, how is it you have such small losses? That means you're managing. Well, I manage the trades in that I will allocate a certain amount of risk Usually at the beginning of the channel, let me just share again. Let me just remove that. That's not, that was just for an example. Let me just go to which, let's say, so let's say I'm looking at this and I will, you know, I'm looking at that going up. Then when it's at the beginning of the, of like a reversal, then I would put more risk. Then, for example, if I'm looking over here, let me see. So if I'm looking at that reversal there, then if I'm entering the trade on a 4-hourly time frame in around this area, which is at the beginning of what I see is, you know, the new trend, then I would put more risk then. And then if I'm taking that trade around here, I would put less. And if I'm taking that trade towards the bottom, then I would put even less risk. So I allocate the risk depending on where you know, I think the direction is like that. And then I just wait. My risk to reward is always at least 1 to 2 and longer. So at the beginning, the risk would be more. Yeah, the risk would be more, and also the risk to reward ratio would be more. And as I get closer, as the trend progresses, then I would lower the risk and lower the risk to reward ratio. Or I would take profits, you know, at different levels, just take out some profits. All right, let's have a look. Some more questions. Are you doing some kind of management that quickly kills it at 99 cents, 1 USD loss, and I have 30 or 40 USD in loss? Not sure I understand that question. Yeah, maybe I need to follow A plus or B trade. I had to put at least not 1 plus. Yeah, don't really, so I can take some profit at 1, but never get there. Okay, yeah, so I don't really work on how many lots or how many pips. I would just work purely on the risk to reward ratio. So if when I'm setting my risk, the difference between the entry and the stop loss, I will choose the risk then and then just stay with that. And pretty much risk to reward at least 1 to 2, yeah. An example, if it goes up, then I'm messed up on that example. Yeah, so if it goes up, so that's right. So I usually try and set the, you know, the stop loss at a reasonable level that I think not too close, because if the stop loss is too close, then you get bumped out too quickly. Oops, I couldn't see the link in the chat. Oh yeah, no worries, I can post that again. Chart. So here's the link, just posting now. Link to the channel. There we go. When the stop loss is far. Okay, so when you're setting the stop loss, at that time you can choose what's the maximum risk. You shouldn't be losing more just because the stop loss is further away. You can always choose which risk you want to put on that trade, and you need to manage that according to risk, not the amount of pips away or number of lots that you're buying. Manage it in terms of the risk that you are taking. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't recover. So yeah, sometimes it goes against you and comes back. And then other times it does not. Cool. Any other questions? Yeah, look, Helen, any strategy has bad trades, okay? Because a strategy cannot predict the outcome of each individual trades. As I always say, I am not a clairvoyant. I can't predict the outcome of the next trade. But what I know is following the strategy yields a certain result, and I expect similar results over a longer period of time. So if I'm measuring 6 months or a year, then you know, I know that what the results would be. It is not strategy, it is the market. Yeah, well, sometimes the market does what the market does. Oh no, no, okay. Well, maybe I'll have a look at some coaching to actually maybe look at the way that you do things and manage the risk in maybe a different way. Something that is going to work for you and be comfortable. So when you enter a trade, you should be comfortable in that trade because of the risk you set. It should be very personal to you and what your risk tolerance is. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's see. Oh, one more question. In terms of relevancy in the past data for decision making, how much back I should look for one D4L. For the decision making, so I usually look at the big picture. So for a weekly, let me just have a look at this. Let's see. Yeah, so right, okay, so if you are asking, if you are trading on the 4-hourly time frame, at least look at the daily for the direction. If you look at weekly, it's more the bigger picture, then to see if the D1 has a confluence with it, and then actually putting the entry on a H4. So at least usually I look at the 1 time higher. So for all my entries on the 4-hourly, I look at daily for the direction, and I look at the weekly for the bigger picture. Yeah. You're welcome, Helen, for the pairs. I'll do a quick summary and then I'm going to finish up. Okay. All right. Let's do a quick summary. So Gbp Cad, I'm looking for long. Euro USD, I am waiting for price action to show. I am wanting to go long, but there might be a change and I might need to go short if price stays below. So that's a bit of a let's wait and see. Gbp USD, I'm looking for short. USD CAD, I'm looking for a short-term long, but overall I'm looking for a short. Euro JPY, I'm looking for short. USD JPY, I'm looking for short. Gbp Jpy, I'm looking for short. Euro AUD, I'm looking for long. AUD USD, I'm looking for long, but there might be potentially a short coming up if it goes sideways and then turns around. And Euro GBP, I'm looking for long. Awesome. Thank you very much for your engagement today and all your questions. It was a pleasure to help you out. And I will be back again next Wednesday. It'll be 12 p.m. Singapore time. So I'll see you then. Thank you very much. Bye for now. Thank you. You too. Have a good one.